after you set up your tower garden, now you're going to start your seed. So one of the things that comes with the tower garden is your wool starter cube and your vermiculite and the nets, and of course, as you can see, those seeds. And with me, I'm going to give you a little bonus. I'm going to harvest these seeds from the green, red peppers and yellow peppers, and I'm going to harvest the seed from the tomatoes. This is the first time I'm going to do this using the tower garden. So, if you continue to follow along with me, we'll see if it actually worked. Okay, so play around with it a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is add water to the rock wool because we have to soak it for 30 minutes. So I'm just adding water to it. Oops, got it on the counter. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. And back. So here's a tweezer I'm going to use. Make sure you wash your tweezer well, because you do not want to contaminate your seeds. So it's thoroughly clean. Sorry, it says 68. So I'm gonna, oops, let's see if it works now. Well, it's not working. That's probably because I'm using, there we go. So I'm gonna put some of this back because it says 68. I'm sorry if you can't see this. I'm trying to do this. I'm gonna do 8, okay? So here's 8 right here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is use the paper, fold it. So I kind of make it a funnel. I'm gonna start here. So I'm gonna start here. Can you see that? I just let it go in. Hope you saw that. This one didn't go in, so I'm gonna put this one. Okay, so then it says to add So I'm gonna try and open this. It's kind of difficult when you video by yourself. It's kind of difficult. So bear with me. So I'm gonna take some of that and pour some in here, just like that. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna do this in all of my 20 rock wool, but it's going to be different type of vegetable and fruits that I'm going to grow. And to help you out, so you know where you put what seeds, because when they start to sprout, they kind of look the same in the beginning. So what I did was draw something very similar to this, and I did the front because that would be the front of this, and then I'm just going to put the initial of what I put in which pods. Okay, so that's something that you can do. If you can remember it, great, but if you can't, I would suggest that you do something like that. Then I'm going to cut it out and paste it on top of this. Okay, so I'll be right back because I cannot hold this camera while I put in the seeds. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to put into my rock wool is going to be the sweet basil. I just opened that. Okay, so look at that particular seed. Okay, it says to put 2 to 4 seed per rock wool. Okay, so 2 to 4 seed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the 4 seed because the reason why they tell you to put multiple seed, because a lot of time that particular seed you may put in there may be a dud, so it may not work. So that is the reason why they say to put more than like 1 seed in each pot. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these 4 into the pot. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the lettuce. Okay, all right, so I'm going to put the 4 in it. I'm going to use my tweezer again. So that's one. We went in there. That's two. That's three. And that's four. So I have 4 seed in there, as you can see. And we're gonna add I'm sorry, like I said, bear with me. I'm using one hand to cover like so. Okay, and remember I told you to do like a replica and write down exactly what is in what pod. So right here, I'm gonna put, it's sweet basil, so I'm gonna put SB in here. So, oops. So I'm gonna put S. Nope, my pen don't want to work right now. SB. Okay. All right, I'll be back. Next seed I'm going to put in is going to be spicy arugula. Okay, and with this package, it says that we need 4 to 6 seed per rock wool. All right. Okay, so I know I'm opening the package off camera, but this is the first time I'm going to see the seed when I actually put them out. Oh, they're not coming out. Wow. Okay, so here goes the seeds. So 4 to 6 seed in each rock pod. I'm sorry, rock wool. So the next seed is rainbow chard. So that's the next one we're going to put in. I'm going to pour this in here. Look how these seeds look. That's really cool. I love looking at different shades of, different shapes of seeds. So this one is a little bit bigger than the other lettuce family. So look at that. That's really cool. Okay, so with this one, and they want you to put same thing, 4 to 6. I'm gonna go with 4 with this one, but if you want to do 6, you may. So that's gonna be the next one I'm going to put into my pod. I'm calling it a pod. Oops, that fell, sorry. I'm calling mine a pod, but it is, the terminology for it is this is called a, I'm sorry, I'm talking and doing something at the same time. It's called a rock wool for this company. That's what they call this. So let's continue to call it. So I put 4 inside the rock wool, and now I'm going to put the vermiculite over it. So just like so. Just putting that in like that. Okay. So I'm gonna pour. Oops, I over poured. But these are these seeds. These are these seeds. These look very familiar to the. Was it the? I can't remember which one it was. That was to the. I think it was the arugula. It looks very similar to the arugula seeds. Yeah, but yes, it was the arugula, but the arugula is a lighter color than these seeds, and a little bit smaller, but they look very similar. Okay, so I'm going to put the kale into these 2 pods here, and it states that we need to put 4 to 6 seed. I'm going to continue doing 4 seeds. The only one that I even with the smaller seed, I think that one asked for 6 to 8 seed, and I went with the smaller seed because I want to make this seed stretch. So once, you can reuse them again. Not the seed now, you can reuse the leftover. Because I know some people, I think if you open the package, oh, I gotta throw it away. You're able to use it again. And I'll show you how you can protect, put them back into the packet, and then I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag so no water or anything like that can get to them. So that's a way of doing it to protect your seeds. Okay, so next up is the lettuce. So we're gonna put that in there. Let's see. Oh, okay, so it states that one seed. So we gotta put one seed. So I'm only gonna use like 2 seeds then, because I'm only doing 2 of the rock wool. So I'm just gonna use 2 seeds, okay? Okay, so these are the seeds that I harvest from this piece of red peppers. So all I did is add 2 of those seeds into the rock wool. And now I am going to cover them up with the vermiculite. So I did the same thing. Oops, there we go. I'm just gonna roll these back in here like that. Nothing go to waste. Okay, so just like that, and I'm gonna do the same thing to this one. Okay, once you have your seed in the rock wool and you have it and you covered it with the vermiculite, now you're going to add some water to the very top of the vermiculite. So just gonna add just a little bit of water, like so. I'm gonna switch hands. Hold on a moment. So just adding water to each one. One on top. Then you're gonna add some water to the bottom of the tray, like so. The seeds are planted, and the thing that I've told you guys before you should do is label your seeds. So all I did was taped it on top of the container. Once all this is done, you keep it open. Do not close your seeds while they germinate, but you have to keep them in an area that has lots of sunshine. Now, if you are going to plant these outdoor, make sure it is in a shaded area if you was going to put this container outdoor to germinate. Okay, so here is my Scotch bonnet peppers that I started growing before I received my tower garden. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transplant these into the rock wool and put it into the tower garden. I'm not sure if it's going to continue to grow or not. This is something, I might as well do. We are, just experiment, on different things that you may be able to grow in your tower garden. So, like I said, continue to follow me and I will give you some update as things go along. All right, thank you.